Broadcast live.
Diego Maradona. Why the comparison of your rap position as Maradona? How do you find the alignment?
Yeah. So, the song Diego Maradona.
We're still waiting for the place where you take drugs and you get fat and coach a team.
That song, dog, I'll be honest, I wrote that song in 2013. And the initial version of the song was recorded and produced like by Maraza. This was then, 5 years ago. So on the tape, I had that on the track list because I wanted to put the song out. But the problem was, when I went to Maraza, he didn't have the steps. And now it became an issue of, I need to remake. So when he had to remake, he'd lost some of the sounds. So the beat wasn't going to be as wholesome as it needed to be. So we had to literally strip the entire track down and work it from the top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, the song really speaks, like the whole concept is really the hand of God, you know what I mean? That's the concept in terms of, yo, when I write, that's the hand I'm using. Like it's not even me writing, it's really just a divine spirit that works through me. And I felt like, yo, Diego has an entire narrative on it, and soccer is like really something that I'm really passionate about. I might not be someone who can do miracles on a soccer pitch right now, as can be seen on like footage that has gone up recently, but I mean, I feel like had I gone on to play soccer, I'd be playing the way I'm rapping. Type of thing, you know what I mean?
I got a question for that, but then I guess you've answered it because you do mention it, you know. I was like, how can this cow say that? But but you got Official. I love Official. It's a dope rap song, you know.
Happy feet dancing in the summer rain. Running all day, ducks out the plan. I guess you finally settle down when you come of age. My heart grew cold through the years.
Now the reality is that I've never seen you with a woman. I listened to this song, I'm like, okay, so who you with, you know? And the first verse sounds like it's about someone. You don't have to reveal much. Am I right, am I wrong?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I got an ear. That was you wrote that with someone in mind.
Fully. Yeah, fully, dog. I mean,
but your songs are so old. It might have been somebody from like 10 years ago, and like I used to love her though. I just kept the verse. That's the only thing she did for me.
Let's be honest, verse. Look, it's a debut album. Like for me, that's what I want people to keep in mind. Like this is 29 years of my life jammed into one project. So for me, it was important for the songs to sound like someone's entire lifespan. Like I didn't want the songs to sound like I did them all in the process of a week. So some of the songs might sound like, yo, this song sounds a bit old, but I mean, it's literally to take you through an entire journey in terms of sound as well. Some beats sound a bit outdated, you know what I mean? And for you, like for me, that's to paint the mental picture of, yo, this is literally the story of the homie since he was young till the stage that he's at now. So I think it was important to tell it from whether it be beats, whether it be my voice still sounded like it needs to really take form, whether it be the storyline itself. Yeah.
I just also get a feeling that what was very important for you, and maybe this is what you've been fighting to get out, is to tell your story. Versus you getting Kara Kara type of single. You've been fighting to get
tell the story.
And I think that people have been driving you to do more Kara Kara. And that's where the conflict is, you know. That's what I get, you know.
Yeah, full on, dog. That's true.
Laundry Day Fresh.
Fresh as a cold to pay. But as long as the grass is still green, I'll be fresh on the laundry day. You can see the man to my barber fade. The chick in my pants and far from playing the shorty.
I just feel that was a single that needed more attention, you know. And why wasn't that pushed, you know? It's like I remembered it again when it played. I was like, yo, shit.
This song.
Yeah.
I think it's the period in which it dropped, dog. I think that was a sort of tough period for people not to know how they feel about the brand itself, because you've just literally been removed from what we associated you with, and then obviously now you're going in a different direction, and you've picked, like, if you listen to the beat on Laundry Day Fresh, it's a house beat. So for me, because of the obvious fact that I'm a hip-hop artist, when people hear me on a house beat, immediately it's like sound the alarm, something is wrong, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think people will maybe grow into that song. Like for me, I knew what it was from the beginning, and I feel like, I think with time people will sort of see it for what it is.
Yeah. What pressures did your sudden rise to fame bring? I mean, clearly, you know, more than anything from this conversation, I feel you landed on a big song that literally benchmarked things through KO, and maybe the pressure was to be that same thing, you know.
Definitely.
But from family, clearly you've explained that, well, this is what they were like, yo, when you're dropping, you know, you're like, you're there, stop running, you know what I mean? With the industry and the haters, wait, do you even have any haters, you know what I mean?
I do, funny enough. Yeah. Look, I think the initial pressure came from the fact that I'm not someone who's even trying to be in the spotlight. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to literally make my music, put it out there. If I can roll down this mask, that'll be fine. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the pressures of then being someone who's recognized in public come with a lot, because then you have to live up to whatever they feel like you should be at that point in time, you know what I mean? So add that to, obviously, whatever song that you sort of come out with that brings you to prominence, people sort of feel like you have to sort of stay within those boundaries and don't stray too much from this, when you've always got an entire picture painted for yourself in terms of just how you want to present yourself, how you want to be perceived, the type of story you want to tell, and so forth. So for me, all of those things, I guess, took their toll on me, and it sort of contributed to me really taking 3 years to put the album together, because what actually happened was I needed to go back to the drawing board of everything, just in terms of, okay, so why am I doing this? Like, what type of artist am I? What narrative do I want to put out there? And just how do I want people to remember me? Yeah.
I mean, why rap over soccer? I mean, in soccer, you wouldn't have to worry about all this shit. You just, like, gotta go score.
Full on. I think it's a decision that sort of happened to me, you know what I mean? When I was in grade 11, I moved from JG Stradom, which is now called Diversity High. I moved from there to Kronstadt, to a school called Zenith High.
Shit.
And when I got there, there's absolutely no facilities in terms of whatever your extramural activity is. We've got nothing for you. You know what I mean? It's literally just a bunch of classrooms and that's it. You know what I mean? So for me, I mean, that's when literally my soccer dream died. And I realized that actually I need to focus on something else. And by then, I'd actually developed an interest in hip-hop. Like, prior to moving to Kronstadt, I'd actually just started engaging with hip-hop. And I picked up like the 8 Mile movie, the soundtrack. I picked up the Mkuku Function album. I picked up, yeah, and I picked up the Book of Proverb. I picked up Heads and Tails by Pro Kid. So for me, that was my first induction into hip hop, and I felt like, yo, this shit sounds interesting, and this is some shit that I could actually do if I put my mind to it. So yeah.
So I mean, you know, I guess you can speak Afrikaans.
I got a distinction in Afrikaans, dog. That's my only distinction, funny enough, in matric. So
maybe in your past life you were good.
I don't know if I'm still sharp, yeah.
Ocean Summer Nights.
You crave attention, I give you my undivided. Call feelings, investing my time and money. I mean, everything about you says you're the type of woman that can satisfy my needs and do it just how I want it. Yo voy en el teléfono when you're fun and nice, especially on those cold nights. I miss your fire loving. When I'm deep inside, you can't compare to no amount of money from the slide all week and get back up on the Monday.
I literally checked out Ocean Summer Nights, so you know I was listening to the whole album in one, and I was like, this is just a true or false. I felt like this is one of those songs where, because it's a love song, whatever, I felt like this was a song where you were like, let me do something for the honeys. It's not like personal as official.
What do you mean personal is official?
Official feels like there was someone in mind.
You know what the thing is with... Damn.
True or false?
False.
Oh, there was someone in mind even for Ocean Summer Nights?
For Ocean Summer Nights, it's a lot of stories mashed up. So the entire theme of Ocean Summer Nights is literally like, it's a love theme, but it's broader than that. It's not just with your spouse or with your partner. It's also with peers. It's also with just the game. You know what I mean? Like for me, I feel like the entire album is actually there's a thread of my love and hate relationship with hip hop or the pen, or my love for just writing crazy raps. You know what I mean? Like you see me fall in and out of that space. You know what I mean?
Broadcast live